How's everyone doing? Today I have an awesome Blu-ray update with 9 pickups right here. And if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them, especially since a bunch of these ones I haven't seen before, or at least not in its entirety. I've seen a couple of them, but it's been a long time. But let's go ahead and get into it. First up from Olive Films is the Noir classic, The Stranger, with Orson Welles and directed by Orson Welles as well. Let me know what your favorite Orson Welles movie is. Acting, directing, anything like that. But yeah, this is a noir classic. I've never seen the full thing of it. I have seen parts of it before. He's a former Nazi on the run, and there's Edward G. Robinson's in here as well. Great looking cast in here. You've got Loretta Young too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out finally in its entirety. And Olive has been releasing some really good films recently. Some ones I'm looking forward to. I hope they release Summer School. I know they did Ski School already. And here's a nice booklet in there as well. Excited for that. And this is from 1946. Next up from Disney is The Lion King. This is their Circle of Life edition. And I recently picked up The Lion King. I think it was 1.5 and 2. One of those ones is Simba's Pride. I wasn't even aware there were sequels for those until just recently. And there's so many sequels for Disney movies that I wasn't aware of until semi-recently. But this is really nice slipcover for it too. I don't know if it really picks up like the foily sheen on here or not, but it's definitely got a reflective, you can see a little bit right there. But yeah, this is obviously classic. Looking forward to revisiting this one. I've only seen this once ever. So a bunch of special features in here too. Looking forward to revisiting this one. I figure that's always a good one to have, you know, one day when I have kids of my own, to show them some classics like that. Next up is another animated movie, but this one isn't one that I would show my kids. I've never seen the full thing of it, but I've seen clips of it before, and I remember it being very depressing. It's about this couple right here, and I guess they're, it also deals with war and effects of nuclear holocaust. And I want to say this is a, yeah, it's a collage of animated film featuring drawn stop motion and live action sequences. So looking forward to checking this out. And some special features in here include commentary and then the making of The Wind Blows. And yeah, so this is also includes Jimmy Murakami, Non-Alien, which is a documentary portrait of the legendary animator. So that's pretty awesome. I got this at the Twilight Time sale, and I think this was $10. And I think they're completely sold out of it now. This is limited to 3,000 units. They're having a sale again on other ones too. Some ones were low as $7, I believe. So pretty awesome. I try to pick up the Twilight Time releases. A lot of times when they go out of print, people try to sell them on eBay for like jacked up prices, especially for like the horror titles. I've seen people sell them for over $100, and people are actually buying them. So I try to wait it out and get the sales and deals. Sometimes you just can't wait though. But I'm happy this one came into my lap and I was able to get a good deal on it. And looking forward to checking it out in its entirety. Next up are a few ones right here, which I got from somebody selling in a group on Facebook, a couple Criterions and a Digibook. I've never seen this Criterion, but he was selling it for inexpensive. Blu-ray Criterion for, you know, I think it was like $12. Had to jump on it. This is Lola Montès. I don't know too much about it. She's a showgirl, and she ends up working in a circus. And I guess it's dealing with romantic melodrama and fascination with celebrity. And I guess it's supposed to have really nice cinematography, vibrant colors, which is known for Max Ophelius's, I guess, other films. So, gonna check that one out for the price point. Couldn't pass it up for Criterion Blu-ray. Next up, souped on this one of my all-time favorite Ang Lee movies. This, along with Ride with the Devil, are my two favorites from him. This is one that I'm so excited to have picked this up. I waited. I had the DVD edition for a while. I knew I was going to upgrade, and I was just waiting, and finally I found it for a really good deal. And this has a great cast too. It's set during the 70s, during political turmoil, and just kind of the whole time of society dealing with all kinds of, there's a part in here where, you know, they're dealing with, you know, sexuality and, you know, politics and just well, to the children as well as how it affects the whole family dynamic. But you've got Kevin Kline in here, Joan Allen, you've got Tobey Maguire, Christina Ricci, Elijah Wood, Sigourney Weaver, just a ton of recognizable people in here, and they all play their parts incredibly well. Love the ending to it. I love kind of like the atmosphere for it. kind of overcast and dreary in some parts, which is very fitting for the tone. Love the heck out of this film. So happy to have this on Blu-ray now. Next up is To Kill a Mockingbird. This is the Digibook edition, rather, 50th anniversary. Really beautiful. He sold this for really cheap. I can't remember. I think it was like maybe like $6 or $7. So souped on that. A classic. I remember watching this in school, based on Harper Lee's book, and a ton of special features right there. Gregory Peck and Boo Radley. But there you go. And there's a 2-disc edition right here. I love these Digibook editions. You know, tons of behind-the-scenes photos, information, all kinds of good stuff right there. Shooting the script. If you're a fan of films, whenever it comes to the booklet or a Digibook edition like that, I think you really appreciate everything that goes into it. All the information, photos. It's amazing. And this release is awesome. Souped on that one too. Next up is a movie I haven't seen in a while, but I remember loving this film. It's Ronin, and this is from John Frankenheimer, who did The Manchurian Candidate, the original one, and he did The Island of Dr. Moreau with Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando. That one. He did a bunch of other... He did Prophecy, the eco-horror with Armando Santi, which I am a big fan of, and I hope that gets a Blu-ray release soon. But this is from Arrow Video. Ton of special features on here. Arrow Video is one of my favorite companies releasing Blu-rays today, along with the Criterion Collection. Arrow Video does a great job with the transfers. This is a new 4K restoration from original camera negative, and it's supervised by the DP, Robert Fraze. And again, you know, the special features, the transfers. This one has a slipcover, the packaging. If you're a collector, you know, you get the clear case, newly commissioned artwork, reversible artwork right there with De Niro. And then you got the booklet, which I'll show you as well. You got disc artwork. So it's just a complete package overall, top of the line. And then again, it's got the thick booklet right there, all kinds of information, behind the scenes photos, and love the heck out of it. But I remember this one being kind of like a crime drama with some really palpable tension. Robert De Niro's in here. You've got Jean Reno. I always think of Leon the Professional. Who would have thought Natalie Portman, from, you know, that young child actress in The Professional, becoming such a phenomenal actress herself, Academy Award winning. So yeah, this was one I'm really excited to check out again too. I remember seeing this one and loving the heck out of it. I've had other editions in the past. I haven't seen it in years now, so I'm gonna revisit this on Arrow Video and check out some of the special features. One of the things I love about Arrow Video is their special features. A lot of times I kind of appreciate the special features more than the film. I've seen some films from that they've released that I haven't been a big fan of, but then I watch the special features and I just love the special features. Some of their special features make the releases worth owning. You find out tons of information, tons of stuff that you might not know about before, interesting stories and facts about directors and shooting locations, actors, all that kind of stuff. But love the heck out of this. Really good 90s action thriller. This is, I'm trying to remember what exact year. I don't remember the exact year, but somewhere in the 90s. Yeah, there you go. I just remember being very palpable, great acting, especially from the leads. Next, another Arrow Video releases from the Arrow Academy line. I like this one. Yeah, this one was regular Arrow. Wouldn't it be, but you never know. This is The Love of a Woman, and this is from French filmmaker Jean Grimillon. And this is about a young Dr. Marie. She comes to this island of Ushant to replace the retiring physician, and she gets basically prejudice, discrimination from the mostly male population, but she falls in love with an engineer named Andre. So it looks, I love that cover. It's very haunting, evokes lots of emotion right there. The waves and the light tower and her crying. Definitely kind of a classic French cinema look. But looking forward to checking this one out. And again, this is a dual. Ooh, I love that one too. I don't know. It kind of looks. She looks like the guy looks like Frankenstein a little bit, or Frankenstein's a monster a little bit. But yeah, you can see that's the old school artwork, which I dig that too. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn on which artwork looks better, the old school one or the newly commissioned one. A lot of times they've been doing such good jobs on their newly commissioned artwork. It's really hard to choose which one I like better. I like to see them do more slipcovers, because that way you can kind of do both. You can switch the interior artwork for the old school artwork and then have the slipcover with the newly commissioned. But again, nice booklets. Gonna watch this one coming up soon. And next up, such a beautiful release right here from Kinji Fukasaku's the New Battles Without Honor and Humanity, complete trilogy. Beautiful box set. Arrow Video does such amazing job on their regular releases, but especially on their box sets. Just sturdy boxes, beautiful design. You know, they have booklets and individual releases like that. And Kinji Fukasaku, who did Battle Royale, his very last film he ever did was Battle Royale 2. And he also did just tons of films, but he directed The Green Slime, which recently had a Warner Archive Blu-ray release. Warner Archive doing a great job with their films that they're releasing too. But this is a nice limited edition set in here. Just, oh, I'm going to go ahead and, there's the box. And here is the thick booklet right there. Just go ahead and show you some of it. Scenes from the film. I love that poster artwork right there. But yeah, this is all essentially crime, gangster, drama, thriller films right here. Here's Last Days of the Boss. I dig that artwork. And they're each Blu-ray DVD sets. So, and then there's that artwork. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. So definitely, again, if you're a fan of these films, Arrow Video is just doing such an amazing job with the releases. I'm blown away each time. The Boss's Head, and then there is the Blu-ray, and then the DVD, and here is the original artwork right there, and tons of special features too. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I know they did a bunch of Sonny Shiba films, and I love the interviews that they did with him. They usually do a lot of ones where it's like recent interviews too, which I definitely appreciate. This is New Battles Without Honor and Humanity. And there's the Blu-ray DVD, and then the original artwork, which I love that. They're one of the first companies I saw that were doing Blu-rays with reversible artwork and stuff like that. And I'm so happy that they came over to the U.S. Initially, they were just a UK-based company. And once they came over here, I was on board. And they've done a lot of the Arrow Academy ones, which were still, when they came over here to the U.S., they were still just over in the UK for Arrow Academy line. And they started releasing Arrow Academy over here in the U.S., which I still think Suture, I say this every time, should have been like the first Arrow Academy release here in the U.S. One of my favorite modern black and white movies, along with La Haine. Polytechnic was another one that I'm a big fan of that was black and white. But love Suture. I would definitely recommend that one too. But beautiful set on Kinji Fukasaku's New Battles Without Honor and Humanity, complete trilogy. Beautiful. Beautiful. So there you go. Those are the pickups right there. If you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them. Let me know what your favorite pickup from this lot is as well. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.